Hi everyone, my name is Sophie. Welcome for today's webinar. Please join me, write me in the chat where are you from and if you know BIGVU. Meanwhile, I will tell you that today's webinar will be recorded and available for watching after the live event, so please don't you worry about that. And also, you're welcome to write questions in the chat, and we will have a Q&A session in the end, so all of your questions will be answered. And now, please join me and let's start today's webinar. Okay, please let me know if you can see my presentation, if you can hear me. Okay, so let's start. So welcome to BIGVU webinar. In general, BIGVU is like a studio production in your pocket. With BIGVU, you can get the full package. You can record your video using a teleprompter, with a script or without a script. You can style and edit your videos with automatic captions, with green screen, background music, business cards, intros, outros, and so much more. And finally, you can download your video, you can share it on social media, and you can even create your own video landing page. So today we're going to talk about how to write a script, navigating the app, using teleprompter for a perfect eye contact, editing your video. We will discuss about the BIGVU plans, and like I've said, there will be a Q&A session in the end. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about today is the desk version. BIGVU has an app on the phone and also a desktop version on the computer. We recommend using the desk version to manage your account, to write the script, to edit your video, but you can do that from the phone as well. And we will go deeper on how to use all these desk features on the advanced webinar. But today, I want to show you how we write a text on the computer and how we send it to the app, so you will be able to record from your phone. So this is the only thing we will do together. That is the desk version, and then we'll discuss about the app. So this is our desk version. This is BIGVU's desk. If you want to write a script on the computer, we click on this Create blue button and we select Script. This is on the computer, of course. So we must give our project a headline. For example, my project. And we need to write our text. This will be our text. We click on Save Script and then just Send to App. When we click on Send to App, it will immediately appear on your phone, on BIGVU's app. And I think that this option is a particularly good option because it combines also the convenience of writing the text on the computer and then shooting the video from your phone. So this is in general about the web desk. Now let's talk about the app. So the first thing you see when you enter to the app is the login screen. You have several options to log in on the phone and on the desk version. It's the same account. So you can log in using your Apple account, Facebook, Google, or email account. And if you forgot your password, you can always restore it by clicking on this Forgot Password. Next thing is our home screen. this is the first thing we see, the first screen we see after we've logged in to our app. So as you can see, we have here all of our projects. And before we're going to talk about everything that up here, we're going to talk about these buttons on the bottom. This is the navigation buttons. So first thing on the right is the settings. Next button is the live workshops and webinars, like this webinar today. The third option contains the different plans that BIGVU has to offer. And the last button is the home screen button that will bring me back to my home screen. And this button is the new project screen that we will discuss in a second. So let's go back to our home screen, our project screen. Over here, you can find all of your projects. There is scripted project that you did with a script or without any script. And also you can find the finished projects, the one that you already recorded. So you can see the projects and you can see also the headline of your project, the date it was made, and how many takes you did. And when we want to make a new project, we click on this blue camera button, and it will open the new video, the new project screen, where we can film a new video using the teleprompter with a script or without any script at all. So we choose the teleprompter option for this webinar today. And if we chose this option, we must write our script, our text. So we write our text, we give it a headline, and then we click on this red camera. We click on this and you will start filming. It will open the teleprompter screen. And as you can see, on the right side, there is the teleprompter screen on iOS phones, and on the left is just the Android version for the teleprompter. This is the same, it just have different designs. So before we start the recording, we have these options on the bottom that we must pay attention to it. So let's start from our first option. All of these buttons is buttons that you need to adjust before you start the recording. So it's important to remember that. The first option from the right is the exposure. This button gives you the option to adjust your light settings, as you can see over here on the right side. Next option is setting a start point. You can choose where do you want your text to start. For example, if you wrote something at the beginning, for example, this sentence, computers, and send it to the mobile app. And then you've changed your mind and you want to start reading from this sentence, desk, and send it straight. So you just take it and you drag it until it will fit the sentence you want to start reading with. Our next option is one of the most important options that you need to adjust because you want to read your text fluently. And this is super important because you don't want to start to read your text and it will be too fast or too slow. You want it to be perfect. So you have to adjust your speed before the recording itself. Okay. This option is important if you want to film like pro. You need to adjust the font size to have the perfect eye contact. because you don't want it to be too big or too small, and then people will know that you're reading from the screen. You want it to be the perfect fit for you. So it's also important to adjust it. The last option on the screen is the resize. Resize is like changing the text area. If you want to maximize your excuse me. So if you want to have the best eye contact with your camera, you can move this script, this text to the center under the camera, and then you will have the perfect eye contact. So it's important to adjust it. And if you have phones, for example, not iPhones, sometimes the camera is not on the center, and then it is super important to do that. So we have another settings. This is over here on the settings button. And over here, you can change the resolution you film with. So you're clicking on this setting button, and then you can change the resolution with your preferences. Also, on this teleprompter setting, you can select to use the automatic prompter stop. You can choose the number of seconds you want your video to stop after you finish the recording. Also, you have the option to edit your script when you're already on this teleprompter screen. So if you wrote your text and then you've changed your mind and you want to change everything, you don't need to go back and write your script again and then open the teleprompter and adjust everything from the beginning. You just click on this edit script and you can edit your script however you want. Okay, next option is the option to stop on silence. The teleprompter will pause automatically when no talking detected. So on iOS, it's on the setting page, on the teleprompter, of course, and on Android, it will appear with these adjustment buttons. You have also the option to stop your video with external remote. If you film with this external remote or a selfie stick, you can just stop your video. So whoever have these, you can use it, and I think it will be great. Okay, so this is it about, I think, the teleprompter. And I just want to say that it is always better to be close to the camera and keep your eyes always on the first line, because that's how you will achieve the perfect video with the perfect eye contact. And now that we've discussed about all the things you need to do before the recording, I want to show you how I record using the teleprompter on my phone and how I get the best eye contact on my videos. So let me share my screen. Okay, so as you can see, the first thing I have, the first project I have, is the one that we wrote together using our web desk, our computer, and now it appears over here. And now I just want to record it. So let's click on this red camera. And this is our teleprompter. So as you can see, this is my text and the adjustment buttons. So let's adjust the speed so it will be right for me. I think it will be okay. And font is okay. And I think we will start. This is a demo. Today I'm going to show how to use BIGVU to the fullest. That includes creating a beautiful video, trimming, editing, and getting it to your target audience. You'll be surprised with the different results you can achieve using only BIGVU as your exclusive video platform. And stay tuned for more. And you click on this red camera, and as you could see, this speed was a bit too fast for me. So now you see that you need to adjust the speed because you don't want it to be too fast and then you forget everything that you wrote, and of course you don't need to remember that. So it's super important to adjust your speed. Okay, so now I finished my recording and now I have options after I already recorded my take options. Okay, so after I finish the recording, I have a few options. I have the option to make a new take, to edit with word trim, to delete, to share, and to upload. All these features are available on the free plan. But this option of crop, caption, logo, and green replace are available only on the starter and the plus plan, which I think recommended if you want to take your videos to the next level. So we have the option to upload our video to the cloud, to save it, and make some adjustments on both computer and phone. So when we upload it and we have this cloud sign, it means that our video was saved on the cloud. So if you click on one of the takes, you can see your original take, the first that you've recorded, and the other videos you did on the same take. So on Android, if you want to see your different takes, you do that by swiping it to the side. And on the iOS, you just see them on one page. Our next option is the option to edit with word trim. You can cut the words that you don't want or you don't need from the beginning or from the end. And it will also cut the video. So if, for example, you said something at the beginning or at the end, and you don't want it to appear on your videos, or you've said something by mistake, you can just cut it, and it will also cut also the subtitles and the video itself. So now let's talk about our editing options. So as I said, this option of crop, caption, logo, and green replace is available only on the starter and the plus plan. So you need to subscribe in order to use this option. So on this option, you can choose whether to style your video with captions or without captions, and also you can replace with green screen. So let's start with the replacement of the green screen. So only if you have a green screen behind you, like my blue screen behind me, and only if, then you could change your green screen by selecting a background that we have over here, or to upload your own background. So this is pretty nice to have your own background. Okay, so now let's start by styling without captions, if you don't want to have any subtitles on your video. So the option that we have over here is to change the aspect ratio of your video. You can resize your video to vertical, horizontal, square, and even to crop. By default, it will always be horizontal, but keep in mind that if you want to upload something to Instagram, for example, it is better to do that with the square option. Our next option is the theme. You can style your video with a third lower title, like in the news. But you need to pay attention to the length you want your title to be. It can last during all the video or just a few seconds in the beginning. So just prefer what do you want. Choose what you want. Our next option is the logo. You can add your own logo and then select the size of your logo and the position of your logo. Also, you can add a background music. You can use our music. This is copyright free, so feel free to use it. And you can also use the boost audio. But I just want you to keep in mind that this boost audio is not recommended if you're not in a very silent room. Because if you're not in a very silent room, it will amplify all of your noises. So just keep it in mind because you don't want anything to interrupt. Also, you can add intros and outros to your video. So you can add a business card to appear on the beginning or on the end of your video. You can choose the duration of the business card, you can add your business information, and you can even add a logo. On Android, it looks like this, and on iOS, you just have different design, but also the option to add, to upload your own video, something that you've recorded, something from your phone, computer, doesn't matter, and then use it as an intro or an outro. So this was about styling without captions. Now let's talk about styling with captions with subtitles. So if we choose this option, we can have the option to style our caption, to give it a nice color, a nice font, so your subtitles don't be boring. As you can see, you can choose the red option or the submarine light. And of course, you can make changes on your captions. If, for example, you wrote some word by mistake or you did some mistake, you just click on this and you change your captions. Another nice thing that we have about the caption is the option to mark some words. For example, as you can see, this hello word became yellow, and this BIGVU word became blue. So we have two options to do that, as you can see, with the stars on the side of the word and with the slashes. So I think that in this way, you can attract your viewers. You can choose a word that you want it to be more noticeable and just mark it. And the last thing I want to talk about today is our settings. Over here, you can add your social links. You can add your Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube account. So when you film something and you want to upload it, you don't need to save it to your phone or computer, copy the link. You just click on upload and it will immediately appear on your social accounts. Also on the settings is the option of My Uploads. On My Uploads, you can upload your own videos, your own photos, and then just use it in your projects. So in this way, you can make your project your own. And I think that this is it for today. If you have any questions, of course, write to me in the chat. And meanwhile, I'm sending you all the important links if you want to contact our support team, our tech team. So I will send it on the chat. Okay, so if there's no questions, I want to thank you so much for watching me today. And if you like us and like BigView, please review us on App Store and on Google Play and join us to BigView family. So thank you so much and goodbye for today.